curiosity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. And the willingness to learn is a choice. And this quote is from Brian Harvey. So it teaches us that if you want to learn, we never stop learning. And it's a great opportunity, brand new episode in IGP to learn together. And the webinar number is 644. The topic is within a course curriculum. So, dear participants, welcome to our Institute of Global Professionals International webinar. And thank you all for joining with us in this marvelous moment. Please stay with us till the end of our program. Dear participants, I'm your host, Nasir from Bangladesh for this session. So let's once again thank you for joining with us. I feel respected and pleased to host this webinar, and I'm very happy all of you to our Institute of Global Professionals International free webinar. So it's my request to everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. And you can also mention your friends in our comment section. Yes. And I believe that we all will benefit from this webinar. So don't forget to give a react in this webinar and comment also. So, dear participants, let's learn together and grow together because we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not only. So, we're here to gain knowledge and share knowledge. So, dear participants, once again, I'm Nasrin Nisha in IGP. Welcome you again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see our comment section. Right now we have Sir Ray Diviran joined from YouTube. Good morning, sir. You are now joined from YouTube. Ma'am Christine, Ma'am Evening Fury, Ma'am Geraldine, Ma'am Gucci, okay, Ma'am Jammer, Amir. Right now we have Ma'am Marites, Sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And I would like to request everyone again that don't forget to share this webinar in your Facebook groups, timelines, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the social media you are using. Yes. So, dear participants, right now I'm going to share a little concept about IG because we have new participants here. They should know about our institute. Yes. Thank you, Suri. Okay. So we have already know that IGP is a non-profit international education training, and really it's a great opportunity here to learn. So Institute of Global Professionals serves students and community resource providing holistic social work. IGP on the details with thousands of learners worldwide. Yes, and we make it get able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate their personality, to become more ambitious and confidence to face any circumstance and develop their own skills. We are entrusted with international recognition. IGP provides training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We organize our webinar, offline, online courses, etc. by vast and trained speakers from all over the globe to create a best learning platform for all the people. And our mission is empower people, empower our youth, and enhance. So today we have our honorable speakers from Philippines. So before inviting our speaker, okay, remind all of you to share, tag, and mention your friends in our comments. So, all right, let's start our program with IGP's mantra or slogan that feed your skills. You can also comment in our comment box with hashtag feed your skills, hashtag IGP. And IGP provide lifetime certificates. Yes, it's for those who are actively participants in our webinar. Yes, so it's a great opportunity also. So dear participants, we have our quiz competition and our Q&A session. And in the end of our program, we will share the international webinar code. Okay, so we will follow step by step. So let's welcome our speaker right from Philippines, are Neil Van and Salinas. Welcome, sir.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
How, how is sir?
Hello,
How are you, sir?
hello. Okay,
So here
so
is your.
let us start.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So let's
And the
start.
platform is yours. Yes.
So good afternoon to each and everyone, and good morning, good evening. So we'll start with our topic for today will be mathematics within and across curriculum. So this mostly deals with mathematics subject. So first we'll have Q&A from the comment section. So do you agree that math should be taught as math alone? And for question number two, can mathematics be integrated with other subject areas? So I'll give you 5 minutes to post your answers on the comment section. Then I will be reading your answers. So time starts now. Question number one, do you agree that math should be taught as math alone? And question number two, can mathematics be integrated with other subject areas? Okay, there are answers. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, yeah, yes, no, yes, no, and yes, no, yes. Okay, Evelyn Baliana, no, yes. Okay, no, yes, no, yes. Okay, 2 more minutes. Yes, Rosendo Rosette. No, yes. Sonam Foncho. Mr. J. Avellaneda, no, yes. Okay, no, yes. Okay, one more minute. Sherilyn Yamaguchi, no, yes. John Mark Gregorio, Christine May Almahar, no, yes. Okay, 30 seconds. Carmela B. Haen, not agree. Yes, math can be integrated with other subject areas. Okay, good. Okay. So mostly of the answers for number one, they do not agree that math should be taught as math alone. And for number two, they agreed that mathematics can be integrated with other subject areas. Okay, before we'll start with the integration proper, so let's have first curriculum integration. When we say curriculum integration, it is now a growing trend in education. Researchers look at integration to alleviate the demand on educators' time to teach while still meeting the necessary objectives and learning competencies. So in the Philippines, we have objectives and competencies. So what is integration? Integration, some researchers define integration as two or more content areas taught in the same lesson, more complex and designed to simulate real-life problems. According to Schley, Bose, and Lee, they argue that you cannot take science and ask students to solve a mathematical equation it is integration and say it is an integrated lesson. So there are approaches to integration. First one, when approaching integrated lessons, there is a need for fluidity between subjects. They should come together, so they should come together to help the students gain more conceptual knowledge of both subjects. Why integrate mathematics inside and across curriculum areas? For in the Philippines, we have the K-12 framework and EFA or Education for All from DepEd 2012. And it is a 21st century skill. It is part of the globalization. And in the Philippines, we have indicator one of the classroom observation tool, which is to apply knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. So it doesn't matter what subject you are teaching, you need to apply knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. But in mathematics, so mathematics is in our case, mathematics is the most difficult subject to apply content knowledge within and across curriculum teaching areas. So pros and cons of integration of mathematics. So so on the memes, 75% of students are good at math, and on the bottom, I belong to the rest 14%. And on the other side, 3 times 4 equals that the the other student posted 12 with a exclamation point. So in mathematics, the exclamation point means something. So it is a factorial. So the answer of the other student is 407. It is a big number. Okay. The next, there are pros of integration of mathematics. So first, learning is synthesized. So say synthesized. So the fluidity of learning is there. Next, develops the child's ability to transfer their learning to other settings. So it doesn't mean that it is only the subject area. So we have also the cultural integration, ICT integration, and the integration of the locality, or when we call it localization. Next, creativity, adaptability, critical reasoning, and collaboration are the key features of integrated learning. And last, accommodates a variety of learning styles, theories, and multiple intelligences. So multiple intelligences is a theory by Howard Gardner. Then there are cons or the disadvantages of integration of mathematics. So first, various of areas of math overlap and interact heavily. So when we say overlap, so algebra, trigonometry, and other mathematics may overlap, and some students find it hard to distinguish what to do. Next, the separation does not highlight how critical the skills were. And last, this is the most common, people get bored during math, or in our terms we call it, my students call it as math tulog or to sleep, because mathematics is kinda boring. Next, so we have sample integration of mathematics within and across curriculum teaching areas. So first, so my topic, so for example, my topic was direct variation. So we have the review, finding the value of your x, using Kahoot, online testing app, so apply content knowledge within the curriculum, algebra. So direct variation is is different from algebra. So the content knowledge within curriculum or algebra is linear equations in one variable, and ICT was integrated because I used the Kahoot online testing app. Next, so for the motivation, so I put in some situations. First situation, in cooking, if you increase a recipe for more people, the more ingredients that you will need. So the integration part in that is, it is across curriculum, so it deals with TLE or cookery. Next, situation number two, I put in another situation. In physics, the more I drive at a constant rate, the more time, distance, and gas is used. Agree or disagree? So it is across curriculum, another subject area, which is science or physics. Then last, in situation number three, in your modular class, so our class last time when there is a pandemic, we call this as modular, or we made some modules in order for the students to answer. If you increase the time that you work on your modules, the more answers you will have. So it is across curriculum, DSP, or values education. The next, on the motivation side, so after that one, I put also follow-up questions. The less time you do your modules, the lower grades you will get. How is your grades in your third quarter? The next, how important is the time you spend? How important is the time you spend in studying than in your social media activities? So the integration of that one is across curriculum, ESP or values education, and Araling Panlipunan or social studies. And it also deals with contextualization. So in the lesson proper, we have first within curriculum or mathematics. So that will be direct variation. So there is a definition of direct variation. Direct variation describes a situation where one variable depends on two or more other variables and varies directly as each of them when the others are held constant. We say z varies jointly as x and y if z equals to kxy and the constant of variation is k. Next, so this one will be across curriculum. So z equals to kx is read as z varies directly as x. Z is directly proportional to x. And on the lower side, how about this one? B equals to kx. How will you read this statement? So after that one, that will be a part of the students to read the equation. So it is across curriculum English, which is reading. B varies directly as x, y. So the next example will be within curriculum, it is algebra. So, so I put the examples and the equation and the solvings. So as you can see, the solving requires algebra. It is an algebraic equation, so it requires finding the value of k. So therefore, the value of the constant of variation, which is k, is 4. So first, I put in the equation y varies directly as x, so that will be y equals to kx. Substitute the values to find x. So the values for find x. So the value of y is 24, x is 6, so divide both sides. So therefore, the value of the constant of variation is 4. Next, this one, application. So the topic, same topic, direct variation. So the application will be more of multiple intelligences. So this deals with differentiated activities. So learners' tasks are assigned based on their strengths and learning styles. They will choose one task depending on what suits them well. For task 1, learners will be making a poster, either digital or manual, about direct variation. So this one will be for the visual. Task number 2, learners will be presenting a TikTok content. So TikTok, so most of us are familiar with this one. So students here do TikTok about dancing or any other dance craze or any videos. So they will be presenting a TikTok content about variation. So this one will be for the musical or kinesthetic. For task 3, learners will be making an acrostic poem about direct variation or any poem about direct variation. So this one will be for the linguistic. For task 4, learners will be presenting a role play about direct variation. So in these 4 tasks, the multiple intelligences will be tested. Next, so next will be same topic again, direct variation. So this one will be a contextualization. So when we say contextualization, so this goes with the community or the localized or in the locality. So, an example of this, research has shown that the more steps you take in a day, the better. So, contextualization. So, who among you is walking to school? So, I ask these questions to my students. So, answers may vary. So, some students will say they are not walking, or some will be walking, some will be riding a bike or anything. So next, walking is an excellent form of exercise. Aiming to walk 10,000 steps a day or any number that presents a challenge based on your current activity level is a great way to motivate you to move more and interrupt the time you spend sitting. As a result, it can have a tremendous impact on almost every part of your body. Here are the 5 benefits of doing long walks on a daily basis. So the benefits will be contextualized will be integrated to PN Health and Science. So the five benefits: strengthens your heart, lessens body fat, less body fat will be stored, stabilization of blood sugar, improvement of brain performance, and healthy habits will be reinforced. Next, so this one will be another variation. So this one will be, for the first one is direct variation, and for the second one will be joint variation. So the integration of this one is cultural integration. So the concept of joint variation is like marriage. So in the Filipino setting, so Filipinos have different marriage rites. So I included the marriage rites from the Catholics. So the Catholics, marriage or joining of a man and woman is always done in a church as long as they are old enough to be married and the man and woman are not blood relatives. So in the Philippines also there is a majority of our Muslim brothers and sisters. So for the Muslims, their marriage rites are also different from Catholics or even Christians. They have different traditions. The groom had to give dowry for his wife, and traditionally, Tradition also allows Muslims to be married to multiple women. And this one is for our tribe. We have also our tribal people. So for the Subanen tribe here in the Philippines, most of their marriage is an arranged one, though some are also married according to their will. Polygamy and polyandry are sometimes practiced, but separation is not allowed or marrying the latest, the nearest relative. So that will be a cultural integration. Next, so we will go back to direct variation, generalization part. So in astronomy and physics, as a rocket ship leaves the Earth, the higher the altitude, the more force and fuel will be needed to escape gravity. So this one, the integration across curriculum areas will be science, physics, and will be science also astronomy. Okay, next. So in literature, like novels, the more chapters and pages that you will read, one can understand more of the story. So the integration part will be English reading, and English will be the topic of literature. Then last, in the next part, so the generalization that the students will be making their own sentence about the pictures shown below. So so this one goes with English reading, math, logic, and reasoning. So there are car, fuel, and prices. So they will be the ones making. So as one as one uses the car, so more fuel will be added. So more prices. The more price will be made. Okay. Next. So next will be direct variation again. So same same. So three pictures. So picture number one is food. Picture number two meals. Picture number two is drinks. Picture number three is weight. So the more you input meals and drinks, so the more weight will be put in. So first, so the generalization part, the integration part will be English, reading, math, logic and reasoning, PN health, and science. Okay, next. So next one. So there are groceries, a card, and payment. So the integration part will be reading, math, logic, and reasoning, and araling panlipunan, or we call this one as economics. So students will be doing their own generalization based on those pictures. So the more groceries you put into your cart, the more payment, the more payment you will be doing. Okay. So next. So the last part will be the evaluation part, or this one will be the quiz part. So within math, this one will be variation, and within math, algebra. So sometimes we do the Kahoot app, so it will be also ICT integration, and also will be doing printouts. And also on when we have our this part now we have our blended learning. So we have the modular learning, plus we have also we have also a modular learning plus face-to-face classes. So we will be having these two blended learning approaches. So I don't know what will be the approach of the next school year, but last year we have this one. So we'll be using applications, and we'll be using some printouts for the modules, and we'll be also using other 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 apps or other means to deliver our classes. So as you can see, mathematics in mathematics, so we could not do integration almost all topics. So we are choosing some topics only to be doing integration parts, because there are some mathematical topics that are very hard to integrate. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, so I only had samples of I only had two topics on my sample. So this one, I have used these two topics on my teaching them on my teaching demonstration. So direct variation and joint variation. So thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Sarni,
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
sharing your about mathematics with our participants and all the learners. And here is we have teachers. So thank you for sharing. And we will come back with you after our quiz session. So they have, I think, so many questions and queries in that segment. So till then, stay with us and enjoy. Okay, so dear participants, it's time for quiz. Yes, so before starting our quiz competition, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in your comment box. And code is quiz IGP. You can use Slido. You can directly go to www.slido.com and get a code that is quiz IGP. Easy. Or another way that is QR code that will be flashed after when you start quiz. So you can scan the QR code. That is a fast process. So after this short video, please so enjoy this short quiz. Once again, hello everyone in our live quiz segment. Right now we have the here. So dear participants, you can also find the joining link in the comment box or please scan the QR code that is flashed on the screen. So I have already told you that you can access any kind of browser, Chrome, Google, and you can go to Slido and give the code that is please. So before joining, put your phone. It will be pretty innocent. Yeah. Yes, and after the quiz, we start our QA session with our speaker name about our topic, so you can write down in our comments. So, dear participants, dear learners, thank you all for joining with us in our live webinar right now in our live lesson. Thank you so much. And I'd like to request everyone again, please mention at least your five friends in the comment box. And we have right now 44 participants here. Okay, so we will start our live quiz segment in a minute. Who's joined with us? I'm Cherry Lee and Infante, Sadiki or Kalima. We have Cutiniana, Jamil Cindy, Maria, Agnes, Gloria Cariaga, Sir Joy Dudley. We have Jermaine Pearl, let's see, we have Sir Rachel together, okay, Rabbi Sabakil, Maria Fula, Sir Napoleon Victor Salino, Ma'am Jervin de los Rios. We have Ma'am Leah de Javier, Sir Joseph Navarro. We have Ma'am Joey Jones. Okay. Danica Castillo. So right now we have 49 participants joining here. So let's start our live quiz segment. And we have 10 questions here. So the first question. Where the mathematics are invented? Mexico and USA or Egypt and Babylon? So the time is up. Let's see. And Babylon and 75% of our participants got the correct answer. Congratulations, those answered correctly. Yeah, so we have Geraldine Kalumagut leading at the top, following Jeanine, Villa Resurrection, Ma'am Emily and Refidu, Ma'am Jermaine, Pearl Rapsy, and finally Ma'am Cheryl and Emily. Okay, so let's see the next question. Question number two. Who is the father of mathematics? correct answer is Archimedes, an 87% congratulations to our 87% participants. And only 30% chose the Charles Rabbit. And we have right now Emily and Rufino leading on top in the second round. Following Ma'am Charlene Kalahamaguchi, we have Ma'am Cheryl and Ma'am Infante, Sir Ray Paulo Livira, parents in our participants. Okay, let's see the next question. Some true false. And I hope that's 100% of our participants are talking. Mathematics is difficult. So do you think it's difficult? True or false? And the correct answer is false. 46% of got the correct answer, and 54% of the participants choose true. Sometimes I feel happy. Okay, so let's see. We have right now Saray Paulo leading on top in this round. Following Ma'am Jameline, Rivera, we have Ma'am Rosie Source. Okay, we have Ma'am Charmaine, Pearl Ramsey, and Ma'am Leah. So they are the five leaders. Okay, so moving to next question. So in mathematics, the median is option number one, the center point of the data set, or option number two, the center of the universe. So let's see the correct answer. That is option number one. In mathematics, the median is the center. Yes, and 100% of the participants got the correct answer. So congratulations, everyone. Once again, we have Saray Paulo leading top. Following on Gemeline Birivara, we have Rosie Diosors, Ma'am Leah Fatima, and Ma'am Charmaine Pearl Ramsey. So let's see the next question. Question number five. Egyptians are used mathematics. They're building pyramids, or writing on tablets. I think I have read this in history. This about papyrus. Okay, so the right answer is building pyramids, and Egyptians use mathematics. Pyramids, 69% of our participants choose the correct answer. So in this round, we have Mangozi, Tia Source. She's leading on to Gemeline Rivera, Maria Fukula, Saray Paul Rivera, and Mount Jermaine Pearl Alves. We are moving to next question. Question number six. Which country has highest proficiency level in mathematics? In USA or in China? Interesting question. And 20% chose USA, 80% chose China. Let's see the correct answer. Yes, and the right answer is China. 80% of our participants got the correct answer. Lovely. So let's see our leaderboard. Yes, we have Ma'am Gemeline Rivera leading on top in this round. We have Pauline Sari, Paulo Liveron, Ma'am Evelyn Rivera, Ma'am Leah Fukula, Jermaine Ramsey. Okay. let's proceed to the next question. In we will use to solve mathematics challenges in that topic. Two are thoughts. Correct answer. Congratulations, everyone. So there is no change in literal name. Sandy Paula Liberan, Nam Evelyn Pivot Perry, Nam Leah Fatuma, Nam Jeremy Pearl Arab Singh. Three more questions. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 8. Okay, so how many shifts are in the mathematics scale? Three or five? So the correct answer is option number three. That is the right answer, and 60% of our participants got the correct answer. So you have once again Ma'am Jameline Vidivera, following Sari Paula Libran, Ma'am Lia Fakula, and Ma'am Emily, and if you final Ma'am Sharon Kalmanchi. So everyone, let's see the next question, question number 9. Which shifts in mathematics concentrates on linking topics within ambiguous grade levels? So option number 1, coherence, and option number 2, focus. Okay, so let's see the right answer. That is coherence, and 82% of our participants get the answer. So we have our leaderboard name. Alright, we have again Javelin B. Rivera, calling Sari Paulo Libera, calling Nadia Fakola, Emily and View, and channeling. Let's see. Ideally, the language arts should be integrated across the curriculum. So is this true or false? And 96% of our participants choose the leaderboard. So before going to the leaderboard, congratulations to the answer. So congratulations. Following, we have Sarima Liberian, please second. Ma'am Leah Fakuma, please third. Ma'am Emily and Bipiyu, please fourth. Sir Michel Jinkes, please fifth. Congratulations to top five. Let's see the next winner's name. Okay, we have Ma'am Jeanine Villa Resurrection, placed sixth. Ma'am Charlene Kalahamaguchi, placed seventh. Ma'am Qdiniana January Cindy, place 8. Ma'am Evelyn Gibbleberry, place 9. And finally, Ma'am Christina Miguel Rosario, place. Okay, everyone, give a virtual round of. So, dear winners, you will get your certificates, winner certificates from our Facebook page. So, please sell your certificates and share your feelings in the comments. So now we are So if you have your questions, please write it down in our comment box. After this short video, we'll continue. Before moving in, let me remind all of you, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comments. In our Q session, we will share our international webinar code in our submission process. Welcome, sir, in our Q&A session.
Yes.
So, dear participants and learners, please write down or put your question in our comment section. Yes,
Okay. So
we
there
have
is
right.
one
First
question.
question from Sir
There's
Reed
one
Libera.
question. So most students are
So the
bored
question
and
is,
struggling with
Sir Neil, most
mathematics.
students are bored and struggling with mathematics.
How can we persuade students to enjoy math? Okay, so that is a tough question. So in our school, so we do and stations, games and stations. So at one point, I have a co-teacher who made a station game. So in which she put the topic was probability. So she put cards, she put dice, like a casino style. So, but the students are also answering there are also some sheets there they will be answering. So, like for example, so given is a pack of cards. So, there are 52 cards with king, queen, jack, ace, 2, 3 to 10. So they will be finding the probability of what will be the probability of drawing a heart, a spade, a diamond, or any face card. So they will be answering, and they will also be doing that one on the station. And the other one will be tossing a coin or any other kind that 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 uses probability. And on my case, I also do some contests like finding the value of X. So this one will be a contest between the boys and the girls or between groups, group one, group two, group three, group four. So in this way, students will be more eager and they will be persuaded to enjoy mathematics. And they say, oh, mathematics is not only about X and Y's or not only about so this one will be about fun and games. So we'll be integrating or incorporating games in mathematics.
Thank you, sir. So we have our next question from Sir Ellen Brutal.
Okay, so I'm also grade 93 in the Philippines, but I'm having difficulties in the integration of all subjects to mathematics. We have a copy of lesson plans with the integration, if that is possible. Thank you so much. Okay, so just send me your uh, uh, just chat me on Facebook, Mr. Alan Huab Budas. Okay, so question number 3 from. Okay, so I will be sending you the copy, Mr. Alan Huab Butas. So you can find me on Facebook. Okay.
You can send your email ID, sir, so that they can give you an so if you give me the your email ID in the chat, then I will post it in the
Okay. Isaiah Kiang. So which are the three shifts in mathematics? There are many shifts, but the three common core shifts are: first shift will be greater focus on pure topics. The next will be coherence. So when we say coherence, linking topics within and across curriculum grades. And next one will be the rigor, or the application of the application of the concepts in mathematics. Okay. So this one will be what is based on our mathematical standards in the Philippines.
thank you, sir.
Okay.
Send your email ID in the private chat, then I'm going to post it.
If there are no more questions.
So you have no more
No
question?
questions.
No, sir. So, dear participants, I have shared the email ID of Sir Neil in our comments. So, if you have any kind of query or question, you can send uh, to our so, do you have any more, Jen? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming in IG's platform again and sharing your knowledge. So, do you have any message for our participants?
So for the participants, so thank you for listening and may you increase your craft, particularly in the teachers. So this one goes to the teachers. So we are the nation builders. So continue the passion for teaching. Okay. So thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Thank you. Have a great day. So, now we are moving to our next segment, that is certification process. So, before moving to the next segment, enjoy this short Thanksgiving video. So, everyone, is our today's certification process. The program is Mathematics within an Across Curriculum, and the code is IGP 310. Let me tell you once again, the is eligible for certificates and waiting code. You can claim your certificates anytime, and you our website. Our website address is www.eduigp.com. So visit our website and collect your certificates. Okay, so you can also visit our new website, that is job logics. So you can see so many job circular all over the globe. So that's a great, easy way to get all the information in one website. And you can also visit our new page, that is IGP Kids. So don't forget to give a thumbs up and share our page in your timelines. And invite your friends to give a like, react. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for still being with us here. And it's my request to everyone, never stop learning. So if you want to learn, you have to be with Anjali. So, because here is the opportunity for learning. So, dear participants, thank you for commenting and your cooperation and your attachment. So I'm inviting all of you to our next session in the evening. So don't miss it. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great day to all of you. I'm Nasrin Nisha from Bangladesh signing off right now. Thank you, everyone.